CHW!
In a way, CHW has served as a protector of generations for 35 years.
We began to plan the merger, and the merger created Community Housing of North County. So we were very small. I think when I joined, I had about 3 staff, and Amy had about 8, maybe. And when we did our merger, we were actually 14. I thought that was quite large at the time.
HousingWorks. In 1997, when I started, I think it was scrappy, heart-led, and always creating. There were 13 staff, including interns. We had about 300 completed apartments across North County and Poway, and more on the way. And our young staff and leaders were doing things every day that either hadn't been done before or that we sure didn't know how to do, and just figuring it out. We were ending homelessness for farm worker families in San Diego's canyons. It was crazy. It was crazy good.
Happy 35th anniversary, CHW!
Happy 35th anniversary, CHW!
We created in Oceanside Marisol Apartments, which was one of the first, if not the first, affordable housing project for people living with HIV and AIDS. Parents would come in and talk about their sons who were needed affordable housing, who had gotten HIV and AIDS, and they were so sad about it. And so, as much as we had opposition, we also had incredibly touching stories of local community members coming forward to say how much that project was going to mean to families like theirs.
I'm standing on a stage, it's 2001, and it's the reopening of Bendar Salam in City Heights, which until we started 3 years before was probably San Diego's worst slum housing. And we were able to transform it in deep cooperation with the mostly Somali refugee community there and their elders. And it had been a daunting and organizationally scary project. Finding asbestos and live electrical wires in the walls and somehow the money to remove them. Finding temporary apartments for 78 large families and everything else. Yes, but delays, dirt, all with a war-traumatized resident community that we were asking to trust us. They would get to come back. Their kids would have an after-school program when they came. All that, and at the opening, Fanique Jama, one of the elders, told us, even with all of that, you kept your promises.
Competitive RFP process. It was a David and Goliath competition. So remember, we were about 14 people, and Poway put out a very good RFP for a new construction project. It was way bigger than anything we had ever done, and we worked really hard on it, and we actually beat a very large, not to be named, but very large Northern California nonprofit developer. And so I feel like that was just this moment for us where we knew we were growing up.
Happy anniversary, CHW! Happy anniversary, CHW!
Happy 35th anniversary, CHW!
And as for legacy, we planted seeds for the future. Buildings gentler on the earth, designs that inspire pride years later in their residents, fruit trees so apartment dwellers can eat Meyer lemons, all kinds of community leaders. That stuff sticks. And the kids who now work in middle-class careers because of a reading program a decade or 2 decades ago. Seniors, folks coming out of homelessness, who found some years of peace and community, and an organization strong enough to continue to build those futures every day into a new future.
I was at Community Housing Works from 1993 to 1997, and I think a lot about some of the things in my life that I hope will be my legacy. And when I think about Community Housing Works, it wasn't really the projects, it was really the people. And I'm thrilled that Sean Spear is there. I've known Sean now for a long time. We did a lot of work together in Los Angeles. And I think that over a 35-year history, the fact that Community Housing Works has really only had 4 executive directors, Amy Rowland, myself, Sue Reynolds, and now Sean, really speaks to the quality of the board, the quality of the staff, the quality of all the work that's been done over the years, the portfolio itself, but all the strength of the residents in the buildings and the resident organizations. My greatest memory of Community Housing Works is really the commitment of all of the people, the board, the staff, the residents that have been a part of the organization for a long time. You know, the legacy I'm most proud of being part of the CHW family is all of the incredible board members that have come through, stayed so long, staff, some of which I recruited and stayed a long time, and the quality of the developments that the organization takes on and its commitment to empowering the residents that live in the buildings and providing those residents with paths to home ownership and paths to upward economic mobility. So I really think at the end of the day, it's always about the people and the commitment of the people to the organization and to the mission. And Community Housing Works has had a strong mission for 35 years.
Happy 35th anniversary, CHW!
Happy 35th anniversary, CHW!
Feliz 35 aniversario para CHW!
Happy 35th anniversary, CHW! Happy 35th anniversary, CHW! Happy 35th anniversary, CHW! Happy 35th CHW! Happy 35th anniversary, CHW!
Happy 35th anniversary, CHW!
Happy 35th anniversary, CHW!
Happy 35th anniversary, CHW!
Happy 35th anniversary, CHW!